Okay, we're going to be making shakshaka today. Let's run through our ingredients before we get cooking so you guys have everything ready. So, I have a half a cup of diced bell pepper and a half a cup of diced onion. So, not the whole bell pepper, not the whole onion, okay? Depending on the size, it's be about a half. In my smaller container, I have the tomato paste, I have my minced garlic, and I have my red chili flakes. Over here, I have all my other dry spices, my sugar, cumin, salt, and pepper, as well as my paprika. I have some Italian flat leaf parsley we're going to use for garnish, some vegetable oil. I have my can of diced tomatoes, and we have 4 eggs to go ahead and cook. We're going to start the cooking process with a small saute pan. So you definitely want to find a pan. I like it a little shallower, but it needs to have a tight fitting lid so when we go ahead and cook those eggs. All right, let's get started. Okay, so just turned my pan on. I'm going to start on about a medium heat. And what we're going to do is go ahead and heat up the vegetable oil first. And remember, you want to make sure you have just a nice little coating on the bottom of that pan. And we're going to saute the onions and bell pepper over that medium heat until they are translucent. So let's go ahead and add those in. Start to have those cooked. All right, I'll go ahead and pause the video and come back to you in about 5 minutes. Okay, so you can see we've started to get some color on that onion and bell pepper. And what you want to do is you really want to make sure you're cooking them, because once we add the tomatoes, everything is going to just kind of go through a light simmer. We want to make sure we have some good flavor. All right, the next thing we're going to add is going to be the tomato sauce. I'm sorry, the tomato paste, the garlic, and the red peppers. Now, this pan is hot. You might need to stand back a little bit. Make sure that you're not burning that garlic and everything as well. But get it in there until everything is aromatic and just opens up. Okay, then make sure it doesn't burn. Add your whole can, tomatoes. Stops that process a little bit. Okay, oh, it smells so good. Then I'm going to go ahead and add all my dry seasoning at this time. Turn my heat down to about a low, medium low. Get all of this mixed in. Let this sit on a really, I'm going to even turn it down lower, really low heat, and we're going to cover it. We're going to check it in about 10 minutes. You want to be careful because we're doing a little bit of a shorter recipe. We don't want it to dry out. If we need to, we can always add a little bit more liquid to this, okay? But for right now, on a low heat, cover, set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so I checked this about 10 minutes into the simmering process, and I did go ahead and add about a third of a can or maybe about a quarter of a cup of water to it. It was just getting a little too thick, and I wanted it to have enough juice to allow those eggs to cook in. So use a little bit of water to help thin it out a little bit. And then I'm also using the back of my spoon to kind of crush those tomatoes. Now, I don't use tomato sauce because I like the chunkiness of this. You could even use the whole tomatoes if you wanted a little chunkier, but I think the diced ones work really well. Okay, so I'm on that low. Taste it. You guys need to adjust the salt, the pepper. If it's a little too acidy, add a little bit more sugar. I tasted it. I think it's great. It's got the right amount of heat. If you like yours a little spicier, go ahead and add a little bit more of those red chili flakes. Or again, in the very beginning when you're sauteing your onion, your bell pepper, you can add some fresh jalapeno in here. All right. I have gone ahead and cracked all 4 of my eggs into smaller little ramekins. And what you want to do is keep this on a nice little low heat. And then you want to make a little pocket and drop your egg right in. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit. I can kind of see the bottom of the pan. So you can see if you're trying to do this with a really big pan, you're not going to have enough sauce. Okay, you could double the recipe. And I'm just going to move it around. 1 more egg, drop it right in. Okay. Don't need a salt and pepper at all. Lid on, and we're going to cook this. What we're looking for is the egg whites to be cooked, so maybe 10 minutes. Let's check the timer, set a timer for 5 and check it then. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, so I just want to give it a little check. Let's see where those eggs are looking. Okay, so I still have a little bit of clear albumin around them. I start to see some of it cooking. We're going to go another 5. Okay, I'm back. Let's check on our eggs. Pull that lid up. Oh, yum. Perfect. So, what I can see is the egg whites are all cooked. The yolks still could be just a little runny, which I think is perfect. So, to garnish this, real simple, turn it off. Take some chopped parsley. I like to serve it right from the pot, especially if I'm going to do it for the family. Just put it right on the table, serve it with a spoon, and allow everybody to serve themselves. Now, just a thought, something you can do. You can actually make your tomato base a day or 2 ahead, let it chill, and then the day of you want to do it, you can thin it out a little bit, reheat it, and cook your eggs. So you could divide it up. That sauce, that base, will even just get better sitting overnight. All right, serve it with some pita or naan bread. Enjoy. Hope you guys like it.